Hi, this is Movam, and I am creating another video in regards to a movie that will be coming out on July 16th of 2021 called Uncharted. Now, those who have played the video games know that this video game is full of adventure, full of puzzles, fighting, and it's just an overall thrill. You get to interact with different characters, and it was just an overall really cool video game to play. And I am actually pretty stoked that they are planning on making a movie out of the popular video game, because it just has an awesome story and it has really cool adventures. So I feel like that would be really fun and cool for them to just play with and just bring the audience into this adventure. My guess is that they probably won't have a teaser trailer for this specific movie until January or February of next year, since the movie won't come out until July 16th of 2021, according to Google. And of course, according to Google, we have a few popular celebrity names, such as Tom Holland, who is going to be playing as Nathan Drake. We are also going to have Mark Wahlberg as Victor Sullivan, Tati Gabrielle as Braddock, and Sophia Taylor Ali as Chloe Fraser. Now, according to Google, we also are going to have actors such as Antonio Banderas and Bryan Cranston, although they are going to be in the movie according to Google, but they are not tied to any specific characters from the Uncharted series itself. So I believe that these two actors are going to be extras or characters that we haven't come across yet. Now, it does seem like the directors wanted to make the sequel out of this movie simply because Tom Holland is going to be playing a more younger version of Nathan Drake. And it would be pretty cool to see a little bit more on his backstory, the time when he was in an orphanage, and also we probably might get to see a little bit of Samuel Drake before they ended up splitting apart. They never really explored that reason in the video games itself as to why Nathan Drake and Samuel Drake split the first time when they were younger. And we also kind of did, but it would be kind of cool to see in the movie of the directors trying to explore a little bit more on Nathan and him getting into wanting to find treasure, and him being more of a thief, so to speak, and him traveling a little bit more, and just getting into like the different characters and studying a lot of the history within that culture. And it would just be really cool to see in the beginning of his life, of course, in his younger years, of course. So that would be pretty cool. And it will also be really cool to introduce the audience that are not familiar with the video games as to explaining who he was versus who he is now. So slowly just working up to not only Nathan Drake, but also Victor Sullivan, and so to speak, and them becoming partners and whatnot. So I think that would be really cool. What I would like to see in this movie is, I spoke a little bit about history, so I would like them to explore a little bit of real history, whether it is within our lives, well, not in our lives personally, but within our history, American history and whatnot, European history, or even a little bit of Nathan Drake's history while he's growing up and learning a little bit about his parents' adventures and stuff like that. Another thing that I would like to see in the movie is both the protagonist and the antagonist being equally knowledgeable in their histories and being confident in their own tomb hunting skills instead of riding on each other's coattails and copying one another. The third thing that I would like to see in this movie is, of course, a fling between Nathan Drake and Chloe Fraser. In the video games, we clearly see the situationship between the two. And of course they had a thing with each other, so why would it be any different in the movie, of course. So, I mean, it wouldn't be a proper Nathan Drake Uncharted, movie without them two ended up having a thing, whether it's on an adventure or on their downtime, quote unquote, as you know what I mean. The fourth thing that I would like to see in this movie is for Samuel Drake to make a cameo, whether in the beginning of the movie while they were running away from the orphanage, or towards the end of the movie where Samuel Drake ends up joining with Nathan in his next quest. So those are just a few things that I would like to see in this upcoming movie. Another thing I would like to see as well is to see a little bit more of how Nathan Drake and Victor Sullivan end up becoming partners in the first place. In the video games, we see that they're currently partners, they're currently working with each other, and Victor Sullivan is basically like the backup and the advisor, and he's also kind of like the ride as well. Like, he's always there, like keeping the motors running, whether it's the plane, the car, boat, whatnot. So I mean, if you need a quick getaway, Victor Sullivan is your man. Like, okay, that's your man right there. He always got your back, and I love him for that. But I'm also a little bit curious to see like how these two end up becoming partners in the first place. And I think that would be really cool to add that kind of twist in the movie as well. Just to add, their own twist, their own story, just to kind of like wrap it up nicely into a nice, neat bow. So that way both the video game lovers and the moviegoers to basically enjoy the story that is being told, whether it's the new story or the old story combining together. So I'm interested in hearing you guys' thoughts in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in the next video, and you guys have an awesome day. Thank you guys for listening. Bye.